swap out chat. Oh, and I need to fix this. Just gotta cross-post all of these. All right. Here we go. Boo. Ah! Ah. You scared me. Ah. Okay. This is how you're supposed to mine, I think. I think it's optimal. Yeah. 100%. Oh. There we go. So 1, 2, 3. In hindsight, probably don't need to spawn one of every race's worker with this button. Alright, this is a good wall. Epic. Trooper. What was the, I mean, yeah, it was, I mean, you say certainly one of the wall-offs, but... Oh, yeah, no, this is not Blink friendly, no. But, what was the standard amount of tumors to get to the third again? Was it 2.5? That's what I remember, but I'm not sure that that's completely right. Or was it just 2? Two is a worst case scenario, so 2 is a lot. And this is 2. Right? Just 2 is touching, or whenever it's touching, you count that, right? It's been a long while since I did this and didn't just judge it by eye. What is that? Okay, that's tear drinker, I guess. So you've got this here. What happens if I actually destroy this? Denied, 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 please. I can't take that. So this destroys these 3. That destroys those 2. Yeah, that does significantly choke this area up. Well, to a kind of an absurd degree. Cry about it. Yeah, it's interesting. Okay, so well, it's multiple sets of rocks. You've got these 2 rocks. So you got these 2 rocks. You've got these 3 rocks, and you've got these 2 rocks and these 3 rocks because it's obviously mirrored, but you know. Don't worry, I got this. Give me a second. Alright, there you go. Do you like it now? Holy crap. That's pretty metal. Well, yeah. I mean, obviously. Would you want to have some guy's initials on your liver? Like, no. I mean, that's just straight up malpractice lawsuit waiting to happen. But yeah. I just racked my brain to think of the most standard map I could just think of right off the bat. And I want you to guess. Oh, I freaking screwed it up again. Well, just want to look at a couple things. Yeah, okay. That is, I remember. You think two tumors is the worst case scenario for getting to the, or do you mean more like placing them like this, where the creep is touching at the edges? Because then this would be not two. According to the document, where's the document? I want to look at it again. Because Lightshade was the most inoffensive map I could think of just at the drop of a hat. The tumor and the hatch just touch, so like that. Like that, and then like this. And then I guess the idea would be that if you've got this touching, and then this touching, and then, like, this would be touching the base or something. So, like, it would essentially be like if the third was right here. I'm not sure I quite understand yet. Can you link me the document? I have used the distance tool a lot, but it's really unreliable. And yeah, I've used it a bunch. Between bases, yeah. Yeah, okay. So it's not that, it's more like... Okay, you were kind of freaking me out because you were saying, like, 2 is the worst case scenario, but it's not. It's just the standard scenario, it seems. Because I'm looking at the document right now, because you're kind of freaking me out. So I was like, but there's no way. So it says, the furthest I can get with 2 tumors, which would be, in this case, about this, which is about right. Lightshade is also really inoffensive. Oh no. Tumors. Tumors? Lightshade is a couple years older now. Yeah, that's true. That seems about right. I'm gonna Fix ya game. Why don't I have a picture in my head for Ephemeron right now? Like, there's just a void. Somebody's been stealing memories again. This one is called Black Shade. The last one was Light Shade. This one's Black Shade. And I also feel like Light Shade. I also think Light Shade is still applicable. Ephemeron. Yes. Okay. I could only see the color scheme, and I was thinking, for some reason, of efflorescence, but it is very similar looking color scheme wise to efflorescence. Here you go. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't too bad, but also it was a different time. Anyways, open this bad boy up. Where is he? Tear drinker again. Make sure to like and subscribe. Man. I don't know how people do that. It's so stupid. People try to appease that freaking YouTube god. Okay. Hatch. I think this map is really just going to drink your tears. Those salty Terran tears. Yeah, no, this is way shorter than Light Shade, and Light Shade wouldn't be an issue. And then this one is a bit further away. You could hazard a guess. I could hazard a guess. There's a map that feels very similar. Was it? I'm thinking Jacob's Summit is what I'm thinking. Feels very similar aesthetically. Yeah. Jacob's Summit feels very similar. Anyways, just aesthetic and all that. Where fifth? Yeah, I don't want you to either. Yeah. This is one of the more standard-ish ones. Do we have a... Yeah, that's an OV pillar at the net. OV pillar's more there. Some generous OV pillars, honestly. Yeah, Blink is a complete non-option. Same for Reapers. That alone is gonna make some people mad. Make some people very angry. The fact that Reapers and Blink is just completely unavailable, pretty much. I will say that the map maker comments on this one was not very descriptive. Uh-oh. There we go. It just says the terrible, terrible damage I have done, which is it is funny, but I guess it's just relatively more standard comparatively. I don't know. I'm kind of lukewarm on this. Doesn't really do anything offensive. Doesn't really do anything bad either. Kind of solid. I mean, Stadium was relatively similar. I don't know. Really, the biggest thing is that Blink and Reapers are both gutted. And that there's no, like, normal triangle third kind of deal. Which is pretty big. I don't know. It's interesting. I'm gonna keep moving. Do not save my changes. I'll have to think about that one. Heart of Darkness. Heart of Darkness 3. Wait, what? So the map name in the spreadsheet is Heart of Darkness, but then here it's called Heart of Darkness 4. The download link is Heart of Darkness 3. Where is Heart of Darkness 2? It doesn't matter, but funny. Not my problem. Yeah. Alright, take a quick gander at this. Obviously, two third options here. Oh! Out of the main. I'm gonna do like a quick pass, see what I notice, and then read the kind of comments, I think. Because I just kind of want to look at them a little bit before. That looks like you'll probably see everything there. And then there's the ring outside. Which actually, this whole bottom section is kind of cut off from the rest of the map by those rock mineral wall combos. So it's kind of a golden wall kind of deal trying to go for there. These thirds are very close. Alright. Heart shape creates much airspace around bases. Yeah. 6. Okay. Wasn't it Hexmaster? I was pretty sure it was Hexmaster, not that. Yeah, I like the trend of using the inhibitor sounds to slow air units and drops and stuff when it's really all over the place. If the large rocks in the center are taken out, the rush path shortens drastically. Ah, I see. 6 seconds. Excuse me? Excuse me. 6 seconds? Oh, shortens by 6 seconds. I'm so stupid. So it's going to go from 36 to 30. Okay. Not unreasonable still, but it does change a lot. But also taking that base. Back entrance to the main base is blocked by 3 layers of mineral wall with 5 minerals each, and leads to a completely blocked off section on the map with 5 bases in total. So center base, these two. There are further entrances to this area blocked by mineral walls and rocks. In the center, there's a watchtower surrounded by line of sight blockers, giving vision of the entire lowest terrain. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4? 5 terrain level map? Alright. Oh, wait, no. Huh? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't understand. That's only 4. Whatever. Okay, so it reads about as it read. You see all this? Yes, you do. Wait, so actually, that sees every... Yes. This watchtower sees every attack path until you open up these rocks or these rocks. And then you still kind of have to go out of your way to attack across. Why is there a region there? Go away. Yeah, technically 5, but I didn't think we were counting on technicalities here. The walls of the cliff level here are not very visually distinct because they really blend in with the low ground due to the admittedly very cool decoration. I will boot into low graphics. Prepare your eyes. That's not it. I have to close the file and reload it. Heart of Darkness 3. This is what it should look like on low. Oh! Hey, buddy. Sun's getting real low. Okay. Does not make it more readable. Can't about help but feel like they were trying to send a message. Maybe a message for help. Wait. What is that? Maybe SIS? Yeah, whatever. So mainnet. Just gonna load this. Oh, wait a minute. Go into triggers real quick. Set my triggers. The shape of the map is very fun, but it isn't necessarily an indicator of quality.
Give us your best shot.
Fire him.
Ride on. Can do. Affirmative.
It's funny. He's back there somewhere.
Definitely. On my way.
Make
Lay it on me. What's that? What's our target?
You require my skills.
All right, and speed 3. I said fun.
We are one with the shadows.
He was faster than the stalkers.
Be as you say.
Okay, so 30. Let's see. Because this is going to be really quick.
State thy bidding.
I wasn't paying attention.
Very well.
Hmm. That's not right.
You must construct additional pylons.
Let's test this first. Is this a max creeps red? Uh-oh. Gonna hope I did that wrong. Okay, there we go. That's a lot more manageable. There we go. Just did it wrong on the first one. I have yet... Okay, so the reason why I'm not properly placing the hatches is because it happens at the direct middle of my screen because the triggers cannot tell where your cursor is. So they only place it where the best thing we can do is placing it where your face is. I don't know. It's a skill issue, yes. Nat Wolof is good.
We are one with the shadows. We move unseen. For the reckoning.
This is annoying me. Oh, saved over that. Library, export. Now I always have blink.
It shall be as you say. Very wise. Very well.
Except for right now.
I serve for now.
Mineral field.
How much of this is unpathable? The low graphics are hurting my face. I mean brain. Okay, so there's a good amount of no pathing on high ground. There is Reaper jump up spots here, here, and here. Though if you do it in the back... Well, if you do it in the back, then you're going to have to go all the way across the map to get out of the back area. So that's not that useful for Reapers, other than living to die another day or basically being out of the picture. Still though, 2 is not bad. Not excellent though either because of where it is. I'm changing my graphic settings back up. By the way, this isn't what it actually looks like. It's just because it's got kind of a hybridized setting profile right now because it can't set everything at once. But I'm too lazy to restart the specific file. So, deal with it. Hmm. Alright. Yeah, both mats are pretty close. My main worry would just be that these two bases are so close together. Hello, bye boy. Especially like when you knock down these rocks, they're right next to each other. Oh no, it's all S's. It's just that they weren't appearing on higher graphics because reasons? Huh. I don't really have any issues with this one. Let's see. I'm curious, is there any way to pop a probe in back here? Because popping, if you could pop a probe in the back. How much are these? 5 resources? If you popped these 2 mineral fields, like you sent out 2 probes, and you pop these 2 mineral fields, I guess it's kind of doable. You could potentially like proxy Stargate back here. That would be really good. No, would it though? You have to go over so much area over here. No, it's not. It's not really that good, anyways. I don't know. I'm just kind of looking for anything. Tank drop to hit enemy natural. Good point. Well, it wouldn't be the natural. It'd be the third. This base over here. Potential third. Which, if it was a problem, it'd not be taking that. Yes, it can. This can 100% hit that. Zerg is probably wanting to get rid of these rocks and or mineral fields like they always want to. And then dropping on the top. But that's the whole point of these, Can you hit your pins? No, it's far too far. You can't even hit an opponent tank with a tank. Drops at the top would be very ridiculous, especially since there are deceler or inhibitor zones here, but not here. If you're just getting into your main, then you can kind of just cue it to go through the back and then in. What's the hatch look like here? There's quite a bit of good space behind this area though, which is nice for potentially setting up static defense. Or just catching drops in general and stuff. There's certainly not going to be any liberators back there or anything. Definitely can hide drops back in the back here, though. Let's see. There is an OB pillar at the mat. Are there any OB pillars over here? I mean, there's... Oh, wait, no, those aren't. Those are down. That is a cool decoration, by the way. Yeah, the main freestyle feature is the fact that, in my mind, the biggest feature of this map is that this base exists and is so close to this base, just kind of attacking back and forth. There's not really any distance between those. And let's see, how much would a tank hit even of this? I mean, the parade push is really just come out of the base and you're at the battle. After these rocks are down, of course, but those rocks would very likely go down very quickly. However, this is also kind of an open area. You can get some nice surrounds in this area pretty easily. You wouldn't just be coming down the ramp. You've got high ground right here. Pretty nice choke. There's not really any great spots to siege up tanks. HMZ? What is HMZ? I haven't heard that before. Or maybe I have, I just don't remember. Oh. I think against mech, your opponent would expand the opposite direction from you. Yes. Actually, against mech, and I guess this really is kind of an optional base to take. Once again, a lot of these maps of darkness, I guess it's not that small. A lot of maps in this contest are trying to use space in a way that that maps have not used space like this before. And so I think as a result, there's a lot of times where different parts of these maps are feeling relatively cramped. Some do a much better job, and some do a much worse job of handling that. For a mech ball to attack, it's such a short distance. So, yes, it's a very short distance, but I was thinking it through, right? This is not a bad little spot, but I was thinking through. If you're coming out of your base, yeah, it's a super short distance to get over to here, but this is kind of a wide open area, especially after you knock down these rocks. If you're sieging up just coming into here, there's really about as many avenues to surround whatever army is set up over here as possible. Yeah. And if you go through the center, yeah, exactly. If you're going through the center, it's going to be a horrific slaughter if they think to surround. Well, maybe not a slaughter, because it is mech, it can pull out in really big ways, but, it's certainly not favorable terrain. If you're going through here, it really, no matter what, it's pretty wide open, which helps a lot with that. This watchtower, seeing the entire center of the map, is also very interesting, because early on, that is going to let you see literally every move out. Like, oh, wait a minute. That's a fun design of the LOS blockers. The center is going to be the only avenue of attack until the bottom is opened and the top is opened. So whoever owns that center watchtower is going to have complete and total map vision apart from drops, really. Four safe bases on mech and the high ground, and then a short distance to mech out mech push. Yeah, the distance from these two bases, like from each other, is not that high. So you could pretty easily defend both of these and just shift between them. And then taking this doesn't feel like much of a stretch. Just mining this out whenever you feel like it. I see what you mean. It's just that moving out with mech, like, it might be easy to get these four safe bases, but most of the map is relatively open. That really counterbalances it. I don't really see many ways for Zerg to, for a mech army to take favorable terrain really anywhere on the map, apart from defensively, which, yeah, that's what mech does, but, I don't know. This base would be really hard. I mean, the biggest problem is that at no point on this map, especially since it's a heart, will mech ever really spread out or spread themselves thin. So you won't be able to pick them apart and get them when they're out of position, because they're rarely going to be very much out of position because all the bases are so close together, relatively. And defensive rotations are very short, but I'm going to go to the next one. It's interesting. A lot of weird things. Anemone. We already talked about this one a good bit. Let me... What did they say? They did say most of this. Yeah. These aren't my actual comments. These are just things to remind me of what the map was when I'm writing them. Because I'm going to do that on my own. I don't want to do that on stream. I'm going to skip over an enemy at the moment, because I already saw it, mostly. Okay, this was this one. With my... Sorry. Right, this was the one that... Oh, the natural only has one gas as well. Stop it. What is going on? Why am I... for some reason holding shift? Yes, I'm going to look at the additional info page in just a second. I'm just pulling everything up. Oh, was this just aesthetic shots? No, it's just one aesthetic. Oh, okay, I see what this purpose of this is, in case they don't open the editor or something. I say it guiltily. Why isn't Sacred Isle? Sacred Isle is in dynamic, I believe? No. Sacred Isle is in macro. This is rush. And some of these maps are very rush. Okay, details and explanations. So first off, I'm going to look at the map a bit. That is just decoration, I think. Okay. Okay. Right. Yes, so that... Come back to you. Garage. Destructible garage? Is this an actual unit? Huh. Yeah, I remember seeing this. Okay. Yes, how much HP does this have? That would be very useful to know. I'll see it in game. Remains garage blocked in gas. Okay, aesthetic shot. The main base ramp is larger than usual and relatively easily openable since the extra space is only walled in with a rock equivalent in health to a supply depot. I'm gonna turn off pathing paint because that's really noisy this time. There we go. Yeah, so it's a normal wall with that. 2x. Okay. The natural is also exposed by having two entrances. There are a multitude of ways. Another static shot. There are multitudes of ways to wall in either direction at the choke. Exit those. Wow, the zoom feature does not work well there. Okay. Alright, let's try walling this. Wait, what? That's probably, yeah, that's probably explained later on. That's not explained later on. This planet's... Okay. Something real screwy going on there. Why are they there? The map name. Okay, so 240 HP. Huh, 1 armor.
Not enough minerals.
Gotcha.
This has 1 armor, right? So this, yup, all looks normal. And that's like an extra depot. Okay, that is interesting.
Yeah. What's going on?
Huh. So so it was manipulated to adjust the HP of the rocks then. That's weird. It doesn't have a background image. They need to make that transparent so that it properly shows up.
Yeah, whatever.
Alright, these are now my barracks.
Go ahead.
Alright, great. That worked. Okay, you would need to put a queen in this wall. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, it's the same wall there, but what about here? Something like that. That's a little funky.
Go ahead.
That works, though.
We hear you. What's going on?
Okay, yeah. No, you can do it like that, even. Okay, so walling is all fine.
Okay. Post.
Like a blink. The hell? What the hell?
Game resumed.
This is not in the document. Is this just... It's just unbuildable? Okay. Okay, this doesn't mention anything. Unbuildable plates are used in key locations to block defensive structures. Features the largest ramp ever on an SC2 map. How about blue shift? Nope. I stand corrected. Dang it! I thought he was going for long and it went for wide or long or... Dang it. I just got played. Well, very well played. I'm assuming that was the ramp. Longest, not widest. I kind of was like, oh, I doubt it, and I'm looking at these. I'm like, these aren't that big. Yes, it is. And what the hell? Why are we doing this again? Huh. Okay. And then we've got the... Ooh, that's some nice splatter. That is some really nice splatter. Do you know, can you tell how many judges there are? I do not know how many judges there are. I do know that I do know the minimum number of judges there are because of the judges I do know, but, you know, I do not know exactly how many there are. They got as many as they wanted, so it's probably the same as previous TLMCs. Let's get a hatch. Tummer. No, get over here. Thank you. You can build tumors on ramps normally.
Mineral field depleted.
Okay, you can do it in-game.
Game.
Odd. Huh. I'm assuming, yeah, there's some funk going on under the scenes there. Well, I'm mostly testing... Are these also?
Game resumed.
It's all Funky Town in the editor. My goodness. Okay. Well, I was mainly looking at what the distance is on things because that is easier than free tumors in-game. Base there, base there. You need to see how that double RS works? Well,
Game resumed.
I will show you.
What's that? Absolutely.
There's some tomfoolery happening in this.
Yes, sir. Definitely. Heavy metal. Lay it on me. Speak up.
I'm not going to because I'm afraid of what I would find. I will look after TLMC at that and be horrified by what I will see. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and... Alright, you missed a spot. Let's see. I can't help but feel like this right here, though, is kind of a winner's base. Like, I'm not really sure how you would hold that. Without map control at the very least. I don't know. Centers. Okay. Is that a weird light? I see. What are those speed zone bases coined? Well, usually we call them stupid. No, I'm just kidding. We haven't really coined them anything because they're not useful. They don't actually do anything. Like, they don't really speed up mining. Not much. I kind of feel like they're not worth the lag, and that's a minuscule amount of lag. I don't know. It just always that is pretty cool. That's really cool. The offensive rotation on the rock blur. They're trying to embody the Steadolite mining bonus. The Steadolite mining bonus is also 4 times as strong or something. I don't know. It's a crazy amount stronger. 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it's a reduced base, but normal gas. The mining bonus is 0. This is a pattern blocker. Okay. This is all normal. It's pretty cool. Not bad. There's a lot of features that I don't know if they work cohesively together. But regardless of whether or not it's a good demo, I mean, you're never going to be able to really take any of your opponent's bases on this, either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Salford. Those unbuildable spots cannot have Raven turrets on them, no. Sal is... It's not going to be pretty. Deadwind, 34 seconds. 2+2 non-standard. I assume the non-standard are these. Yeah, no, they are those. I don't know that this rich base in the center is necessarily risky. I feel like it's more of just a straight up winner's base. I don't really see any situation where you're going to be able to hold this without already winning. Good news, you're not going to take it as a Zerg third. Not really. There's a lot of stuff happening in this map. Why do I keep clicking that? The rich gas in the main is the most interesting thing about this map, definitely. The different natural wall off is also kind of interesting. Especially nice that everybody who's been doing a different natural wall off has also been rigorously testing it to make sure, or at least seemingly has rigorously been testing them to make sure that they work for pretty much all matchups where they need to work. I'm not sure. I don't know what to think. It seems like a pretty good map. Bit open in places, bit closed in others. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of just how many things there are shoved into one package here. There's no central idea to the entire map. There's just a bunch of really cool ideas in all the different parts of the map. Though that's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm just going to move on for the moment. Write some notes.
Game resumed.
Give us your best shot.
This is really interesting though, and I didn't really look at this much.
Lay it
The
on.
fact that there's, let's see, do you have conjoined HP? You do have conjoined HP, and you have quite a bit of it.
Got no patience for sitting around.
Contains hit natural from linear.
Affirmative. What's going on? Go ahead.
Well, if they can get back there. Maybe. Nope, even if they can't. So yes.
Need something blown up? Speak up.
And here as well, yes.
What's up? Go ahead.
That's not a huge issue because it's pretty close to the ramp, but that is not
Give us your best.
that is not good. It's not optimal, as some would say. Wouldn't be me. How'd the queen get here? Yes, it's also definitely worth noting. Yeah, you can walk up to the tanks here at the very least. You'll take fire on the way, but isn't that going to affect TVT a lot more? I need to change the battery in my mouse here. And I think I'm gonna go for the night after this one. I bet I need to freaking remember about TVT. I have so many repressed memories that TVT exists. Man, I hate TVT. TVP, you can see it being abused as well. Yeah. Gotta love Terran players. Always abusing everything.
Speak up.
As they rightly should. They have so many good long-range
What's
units.
that? Lay it on.
Anyways. ZVZ is really the most chill freaking matchup for map making. All you need is that nat wall off.
Ah, you scared me. Been
Yeah.
here with the gig.
And then it's just like, oh, do you like the look of this map? Oh, okay, cool, we'll ship it. We just have a ladder for only ZVZ. Gilded Veins. I'll look at this real quick. Oh yeah, I saw this. I will look at this at the start of the next stream as what the freak. Okay. And then there was this. I unfortunately did see some of this. That is a really cool Steam though. That is a Zelnaga. Healing Shrine. At the bottom of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th level of terrain. Mountains where dead space is, next to and behind the main, as well as some colossal heavy paths and smaller mountains. Obvious use cases reapers. Bleeding edges is blocked out by bleeding out greater spires. However, there are other interesting use cases we hope players can explore, like the interaction between drops and defending units being modified. And defending units being modified? Only 4? Oh wait, is this 5? Huh? Four or 5, what are you talking about? Oh yes, 5 cliff levels. Yes. I said it right before you said that. Stalker's Main, for instance, Blink into the mountains and hubs. Did I look at Blink at all? I didn't really look at Blink at all in this map, but seems about right. Though that is really short for the Stalkers to blink from side to side. Holy crap. Anyways, back to this. I just was reading that and I thought, wait, Stalkers! I forgot about Stalkers! Stalkers are large in the mountain ranges without plants. Or zealously blinking. Stalkers could get stuck and collapsed on by units like Marauders. Huh. Lots of room and creativity that players. Siege tanks cannot be dropped in these regions. As third line third has 3 geysers, but 1 mines less than optimally. Yeah, it's a bit further away, and all 3 geysers have reduced gas counts and will mine out quickly. So that's interesting as well. Bit of extra gas. I wonder how much it is. I don't have it up at the moment. Lone healing shrine in the middle of the map is surrounded by rocks and air blocker. That is a great looking air blocker, and has an inhibitor zone on top of it. It is also very exposed, being surroundable by 360 degrees. Yeah, that's the white girl on the couch meme. And read this. Reaper Mountains, right. Key features. Main ramp that starts standard but can be opened to be bigger for faster defensive rotation in late game. That would also be really useful for when they just drop in those bad boy, get rid of you, those bad boy sentries. Is that a 2x or a 3x ramp? No, it's a 2x. Okay. Almost had a heart attack. All southwestern rocks start with half health. These over here. Is that multiple rocks? That might be multiple rocks. Man, I don't understand how some people think they can judge without opening the editor. You have to. There's so many things you're gonna miss from the freaking overview. Linear third has 3 geysers, but total less gas. Oh, nice. It's right here. 1,000 each instead of 2,250. That's quite a bit less. But one thing I also noticed was these gases have like this green smoke coming out of it. Does that mean they're higher? Or is that just an artifact of the editor? It just doesn't show up on any of the others. Oh wait, it doesn't show up. Okay, they're just normal gases. Something really freaky just happened for some reason. Okay. I mean, just really quick pass. This actually looks really good. I think especially the implementation of the healing shrine is really good. Air blockers can be fully surrounded, and it's on low ground in a slow zone. It's the most vulnerable you could possibly be in any part of the map when you have to go out of your way specifically to get to it. So really, it's kind of an awful place to be. As long as they don't know that you're there, you're fine. But I like it. Long rotation until you take out these rocks as well. Oh, wow! That is a lot of cardinal ramps. The council will decide your fate. Colossal exclusive paths and more mountains in the top right. I see that. Yeah, this is just from first look at the overview, not looking at the map. This looks pretty solid. I want to check wall-offs. I want to check a lot of stuff. Interesting that Blink doesn't seem... No, Blink doesn't seem too bad. Defensive rotation, like it says, though, is going to be greatly helped by that one rock in the main. It'll be interesting to see how quickly players will want to get rid of those rocks. Or if at all. Well, probably at all, because it's going to be destroyed by the enemy otherwise if they are trying to get in, just like it would be if you just replace it with buildings. I do like the main ramps. I think the presentation on the main ramps is... I don't know why I like the presentation better than the previous map. For some reason, I just have a much higher... I have a much more positive reception to this map than Deadwind. I think it's probably largely in part due to... No, I don't know. Oh, this is a 1500 rock on the main ramp. I didn't know that. That is a chonky boy. Okay, interesting. Oh no, go here, 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 here. Okay. I'm gonna go play something for like 30 minutes to clear my mind before writing up a bunch of stuff for the rush category, but I'm probably not gonna stream again tonight. The defender is gonna open this one because it's for rotation, whereas the other is for regression. Yes, I really like the defensive much more than the aggressive one. Actually, one thing that I think I would really like would be something where it was like, I don't know, this makes me think of like Redshift and stuff, kind of maps where you have a bunch of paths, like you have a lot of foot traffic in the main, so to speak. Maps like that could really use ramps like that. Either one, honestly. The main or the Deadwind or the, Gilded Veins one. Because that would be, I feel like that would be a really strong implementation of that specific map feature, would be to, in one case, make it so that it's much easier to breach the main if you're giving a pocket base or something. Like a 16-bit, but the main has a main ramp like that, so that it's easier to push into the main because they get a pocket. Versus this just... With this one, it feels like it's just kind of there. I don't really know why we're changing the main ramp. The reasoning behind changing that as well Let's see. I'll have to reread this. But I don't feel a very big reason why it's going to be much more important to push into the main. Like, most games don't end because the enemy pushes into your main base. A lot of games end because you freaking kill their army and they, don't have a... You know what I mean? Like, apart from, I don't know, cheeses and stuff, you usually don't fight that much. No, I mean, cheeses are huge, but you get what I mean. Like, in longer on games, it's not going to really matter that much until Ling Flood or Ling start penetrating it deeper into the bases. I don't know. It could just be a good feature, but I don't really see any reason why we have that and not a normal ramp. Which doesn't explain why I like it more than this one, I guess. I think the presentation of this map is a bit better. Both of these maps look quite pretty, though. Okay. I'm going to write down stuff, potentially put some scores on these, and go out for the night. Thanks for joining. Alright. Oh, and I'm going to have to open up Gilded Veins in the editor later. But right now I need to become a vegetable. Alright, bye. Am I streaming? I am probably going to stream tomorrow. Probably earlier. Probably... so right now my time zone is about 10 o'clock at night. Tomorrow I'll probably be streaming afternoonish. Yeah, afternoonish. Alright, bye. Uh-oh. OBS is not responding. Oh no. Make it end. Oh no. All programs are hanging. Oh boy.